Austin Kleon is a self-described writer who draws, who hails from, coincidentally, Austin, Texas. About a year ago, I discovered his newspaper Blackout poems, in which he takes a Sharpie to a newspaper article and creates something entirely his own. I've been toying with the idea of doing some of my own for the past almost year, and tonight I gave it a shot. I grabbed the March 12th weekend edition of the Wall Street Journal, scissors, and a black marker, and went to work. I found this funny story about alligators being turned into odd objects like flasks, and decided I wanted to turn this story into my very own free verse poem. I noticed on Kleon's blog that he draws a box around the words that he's going to be bringing out, so I did just that. During this one, my first marker died, so I tried a dry erase marker, which also died. Luckily, I found a Sharpie, and it held up nicely for the rest of the project. For this one, I kept in the illustration of the alligator just because I liked it. The final poem reads, Alligator farmer severed middle finger. Struggling alligator prepared a whiskey flask. For the second one, the word quake with that beautiful comma really stood out to me, so I formed a nonsense poem around it. It reads, Quake. Powerful homes plan waves, derailed and missing. Now, I didn't want to waste the whole column, so I used the rest of the story for my next poem. I found the word likely in this, and I decided to sort of form the poem around that. The final product reads, People were likely living around the country. For the last two, I chose another story that was on the front page. I started off staring at the left part of the story, but then I got really frustrated because I couldn't find out the words that I wanted to bring out, so I went to the right side and immediately figured out what I wanted to do. I saw the word emails, and I instantly fell in love. So this one reads, Emails insist immediate answers, which has been like the anthem of my semester for sure. For the last one, I wanted the word fatigue to be the subject, but I wound up choosing exhaustion instead. Now this one's interesting because originally I wanted it to read exhaustion can't be a disease or something like that, but I accidentally blocked out the word can't, which is in the line below exhaustion, so instead the final product reads, exhaustion has been his disease. Throughout the process, I thought I would think about something poignant, like ways in which deconstructing something is very great or very bad for the creative process. Kleon himself has a poem that reads, Creativity is subtraction. By subtracting all of the excess words and articles, newspaper Blackout poems allow us to, find truths that we usually miss if we were just giving these stories a casual read. Although my first two poems seemed very uninspired, I think my last two really delved into some truths about their subjects, emails and exhaustion. In a way, I think the construction of these poems by deconstructing the articles expresses more accurately what I've been up to since we last spoke, better than a catch-up vlog would. Now, I've scanned in all of these poems and I've posted them on my Tumblr. I've also provided links in the description, which you can click on and go see them in a more higher resolution version than just me holding them up. This week's my spring break, so along with catching up on some reading and sleeping, I hope to make more of some of these simplistic craft projects. And I hope to take you all along with me. Let's talk soon, yeah?